Jason Miller walked out of the interview, head down, defeated. He'd failed. Again, no job, no way to pay rent, no way to feed his daughter. Behind him, CEO Diana Chen watched from her window. She'd rejected him. Wrong qualifications, overqualified for some roles, underqualified for others. Then her assistant handed her Jason's resume. Something fell out. A child's drawing, crayon, stick figures. To Daddy, you're my hero. Love Emma, age 5. Diana stared at it. Then at Jason walking away. She made a decision, ran out of her office, down the stairs, into the street. Wait, please wait. What happened next changed everything. Jason Miller, 36 years old, single father to 5-year-old Emma, was desperate. Practiced his answers, researched the company, prepared everything. Maybe Jason could help her figure out how. But the interview went badly from the start. Diana Chen, CEO, billionaire, 38 years old, was intimidating. Sharp, direct, no nonsense. Your resume shows project management experience, but we need someone with tech background. I can learn. I've always adapted quickly. We don't have time for learning curves. We need immediate impact. I understand, but I have transferable skills, leadership, organization, problem solving. So does everyone. What makes you special? Jason hesitated. What did make him special? He was a single dad, struggling, desperate, broke. He'd been unemployed for 8 months, since his company went bankrupt, since the industry collapsed. Nothing special about that. I'm dedicated, I work hard, I don't give up. Diana looked unimpressed. Everyone says that. Can you code? No, but do you have tech certifications? No, but I'm willing to. Do you speak Mandarin? We're expanding into China. No, Diana stood. Thank you for coming. We'll be in touch. Translation, don't call us. We won't call you. He'd applied to hundreds of jobs, got 12 interviews, failed all of them. Jason stood, shook her hand. Thank you for your time. He left, walked down the stairs, through the lobby, into the street. Failed again. He pulled out his phone, checked his bank account. $300, rent was $800, due in 5 days. Emma's preschool was $400, past due. He had nothing, no job, no prospects, no hope. What was he going to tell Emma? In her office, Diana returned to work. Next interview, next candidate. The day continued. Her assistant Linda came in with Jason's resume. He left this behind. Want me to file it? Just toss it. He's not qualified. Overqualified, one they'd say. Or your experience doesn't match our needs. Linda picked up the resume. A small piece of paper fell out. A child's drawing, crayon, colorful, stick figures holding hands. To Daddy, you're my hero. Even when you're sad. Love Emma, age 5. Diana picked it up, stared at it. The drawing was crude, childish, but the love was clear, the pride, the belief. Emma's daddy was her hero, even when he was sad. Was Jason sad? Diana thought back to the interview. He'd been nervous, desperate, trying so hard, too hard. And she dismissed him, rejected him without really seeing him. She looked at the drawing again, saw herself in it. Her own daughter, Charlotte, also 5. Translation, you're too old, too experienced, too expensive. Charlotte drew similar pictures. To Mommy, you work too much, but I love you. Diana rarely saw those pictures. Was always working, traveling, building her empire. She'd sacrificed everything for success, including time with Charlotte, including being present. Looking at Emma's drawing, Diana felt something crack. Guilt, recognition, empathy. Jason was a single dad, trying to provide, trying to be a hero for his daughter. And Diana had dismissed him for lack of tech skills, for not speaking Mandarin, for not being perfect on paper. But he was perfect for his daughter. That's what mattered. Diana made a decision, impulsive, unusual, but necessary. She ran out of her office. Linda, did Jason Miller leave? His savings were gone. Rent was due. Emma's preschool needed payment. Just now, maybe 5 minutes ago. Diana ran down the stairs, too impatient for the elevator. Through the lobby, out the door, into the street. Looked around frantically, there, half a block away, walking slowly, head down. Wait, Mr. Miller, please wait. Jason turned, confused, saw Diana Chen running toward him. CEO running after him. Miss Chen, what? She reached him, breathless. Your daughter, Emma, she drew this. Diana held out the drawing. Jason's eyes widened. He was drowning. That fell out of your resume. I saw it, and I realized something. What? I made a mistake. In the interview, I focused on what you don't have. I should have focused on what you do have, which is dedication, purpose, a reason to work hard, to never give up. That's more valuable than any tech skill. Jason stared. Are you offering me a job? Not the one you interviewed for. Something different. Special assistant to the CEO. My assistant, helping me manage operations, schedule, priorities. I'm not qualified. You're a single dad. You manage a 5-year-old. Priorities, schedule, crisis management. That's exactly what I need. Ms. Chen, this is Charity. This interview at Chen Enterprises was his last hope. Last application, last chance. It's not, I need help, real help. Someone who understands life beyond spreadsheets. Someone who has perspective. That's you. Why are you doing this? Diana looked at the drawing. Because I have a daughter too, also 5. I never see her. I'm always working, always chasing success. Your daughter thinks you're a hero. Mine barely knows me. I need someone who reminds me what matters, who helps me balance work and life, who keeps me human. Will you do that? Jason felt tears building. Yes, absolutely yes. Good, start Monday. We'll discuss salary, benefits, everything. But it'll be fair, I promise. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means. I do, because I saw Emma's drawing, and I imagined Charlotte drawing the same thing. I want to be her hero too. Maybe you can teach me how. Jason smiled. I'm not a hero. I'm just a dad trying to survive. You're both, and that's exactly what I need. Someone who understands what matters. Someone who won't let me lose sight of it. He dressed in his best suit, 10 years old, slightly worn but clean, professional. They shook hands, formal but meaningful. I'll see you Monday, 8 a.m. Don't be late. I won't. Thank you, Miss Chen. Seriously, thank you. Diana returned to her office, looked at Emma's drawing, pinned it to her board. A reminder of what mattered, of why she'd run after Jason. She called her nanny. I'm coming home early today. Tell Charlotte I want to have dinner with her. Really, but you have the board meeting? Cancel it. My daughter is more important. She hung up, stared at Emma's drawing. You're my hero. Diana wanted Charlotte to say that about her, to mean it, to believe it. Jason started Monday, nervous, grateful, determined. Ari, I need to finish this proposal. Diana looked at him. I hired you because of Emma's drawing, because I wanted Charlotte to see me as a hero, like Emma sees you. Does she? She does. She talks about you. Mr. Jason helps Mommy, makes her happy. She sees it. Good, that's all I wanted, to help. You've done more than help. You've changed my life. They stared at each other. The tension obvious, the feelings undeniable. Diana, not yet. Let me figure this out. Figure what out? How I feel, what I want, what's appropriate, what's not. Charlotte's expecting you. You promised. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. Promise? Promise. I'll make it up to her. When? You canceled last week. And the week before? She's 5. She doesn't understand make it up later. Diana looked up. Excuse me? I'm sorry, but you hired me to keep you human. This is me doing that. Go have dinner with your daughter. The proposal can wait. Diana wanted to argue, to insist the proposal was urgent. But Jason was right. She went home, had dinner with Charlotte, really present, not checking phone, not thinking about work. Mommy, you're here. I am, sweetheart. Tell me about your day. Your office is here next to mine. You'll manage my schedule, filter my meetings, keep me organized. Charlotte talked about school, friends, her drawing, her life. Diana listened, really listened, and felt something she hadn't felt in months. Connection, love, purpose. Thank you, she told Jason the next day, for pushing me. I needed that. That's why you hired me. It is. Keep doing it. Jason did, managed her schedule, but also her life. You haven't eaten today. Here. He'd bring her lunch. You've been working since 6 a.m. Take a break. He'd force her to stop. Charlotte has a recital tomorrow. You're going. He'd block her calendar. Diana protested, then complied, then appreciated. Understood. I've been working with you for 2 months, Jason said one day. You're different. How? Softer. Present. You smile more, laugh more, actually live. Is that good? It's everything. That's what Charlotte needed. What you needed. Diana looked at him. What about you? What do you need? I'm fine. Emma's happy. I have a job, good salary, benefits. We're stable. But I hear a but. Jason hesitated. I'm lonely. Single dad. Work all day. Emma at night. No time for anything else. You should date. But more than that, you'll remind me to be human, to prioritize what matters, to not lose myself in work. Who when? I work for a demanding CEO. Diana laughed. Not that demanding. You are, but I don't mind. It's worth it. Still, you deserve happiness, not just survival. So do you. When did you last go on a date? Diana thought. 3 years, maybe 4. My ex-husband and I divorced when Charlotte was 2. Haven't dated since. Why not? No time, no interest, no one worth it. That's sad. That's life. How do I do that? They looked at each other. Something passed between them, unspoken, complicated. I should get back to work, Jason said. Right, yes, work. But neither moved. Over the next months, they grew closer. Friendship, connection, understanding. Tell me about Emma, Diana said during a rare lunch break. She's incredible, smart, funny, loves science, wants to be an astronaut. Like Charlotte. Charlotte wants to discover new planets. They'd get along. Want to test that theory? Playdate? This weekend? I don't know. Figure it out. That's your job. Jason hesitated. Is that appropriate? Boss and employees, kids? I don't care about appropriate. Charlotte needs friends. Emma needs friends. Let's make it happen. The playdate was at Diana's house. Massive, impressive, intimidating. This is where you live, Jason asked. It's too big, too empty, but it's home. Emma and Charlotte clicked immediately. Playing, laughing, being kids. They're good together, Diana observed. They are, different backgrounds, same hearts. Like us. Jason looked at her. Are we good together? Jason dove in, learned quickly, the schedule, the meetings, the priorities. I think so. You keep me human. What do I do for you? You gave me hope. When I had none, you saw me, not my lack of qualifications, but me. That's everything. Diana felt something warm. I'm glad I ran after you. Me too. 6 months into working together, rumors started. Office gossip. The CEO and her assistant are close. Too close. Something's going on. Diana addressed it head on. Jason Miller is my assistant. He's excellent at his job. Our relationship is professional. Any questions? No one dared ask, but the whispers continued. But he also watched. Saw Diana working 16-hour days, skipping meals, canceling on Charlotte. Does it bother you? Jason asked. And the gossip? Does it bother you? Only if it affects Emma or Charlotte. Otherwise, I don't care. Same, let them talk. But the gossip made Diana think about her feelings, about Jason, about what they were becoming. 1 year after hiring Jason, Diana's ex-husband returned, wanted more custody, claimed Diana was an unfit mother. You work too much. Charlotte barely sees you. I should have primary custody. Diana panicked. That's not true. I've changed. I'm present now. For how long? You'll go back to working 16 hours. You always do. The custody hearing was brutal. Diana's work history examined, her priorities questioned, her fitness as a mother debated. Ms. Chen, you have dinner with Charlotte tonight, Jason testified. I've worked for Ms. Chen for a year. She's changed dramatically. She prioritizes Charlotte, attends school events, has dinner with her daughter. She's present, engaged, a good mother. Isn't she paying you? Aren't you biased? She is. And yes, I'm biased, because I've watched her transform, from workaholic to present parent. That's not bias, that's truth. Diana won joint custody, no change from before, but the experience shook her. I almost lost her, she told Jason afterward, because of work, because I wasn't present. But you won, because you changed, because you're present now. Because of you, you reminded me what mattered. You would have figured it out eventually. Would I? Or would I have kept working, kept missing her life, kept being absent? You hired me because you knew. Deep down, you knew you needed change. Diana spent 3 months thinking about Jason, about her feelings, about what to do. The single dad you hired after the interview? Yes, him. Are you involved? No, but I want to be. Is that insane? Well, why would it be insane? He's my employee, my assistant. There's a power dynamic. It's inappropriate. So promote him. Make him your COO. Equalize the power. He's not qualified. Wasn't he unqualified to be your assistant? Yet he's the best assistant you've ever had. Maybe qualifications aren't everything. Diana thought about that. About Jason's skills, his instincts, his understanding of operations. You're distracted, her CFO observed. Something wrong? He'd been helping her manage the company, making decisions, offering insights. Maybe he was qualified, more than qualified. She called Jason to her office. I have a proposition. Okay? I want to promote you. Chief Operating Officer, second in command, managing daily operations. Jason stared. What? Why? Because you're good at it. You've been doing it unofficially for months, making decisions, offering strategies, improving efficiency. But I'm your assistant. You're more than that. You're essential, and you've earned this. Why now? What changed? No, you were just thinking. Diana took a breath. Because I have feelings for you. Real feelings. And I can't act on them while you're my employee. But if you're my equal, Diana, I know it's complicated, I know it's risky, but I'm tired of pretending, tired of ignoring what I feel. If you're interested, if you feel the same, we can try, as equals. No power dynamic, just two people. Jason stood, walked to her. I feel the same. I've felt it for months, but I didn't say anything because you're my boss, my lifeline. I couldn't risk losing this job. You won't lose it, even if we try and it doesn't work. You've earned your place here, regardless of us. So we're doing this? Trying? If you want to, if you're willing to risk it, I'm willing. I've been willing since you ran after me in the street, since you saw Emma's drawing and decided I mattered. Diana kissed him, soft, tentative, testing. Jason kissed back, certain, sure, real. About? When they pulled apart, both were crying. This is insane, Diana said. The best things usually are. They dated quietly, privately, telling only close friends and family. Emma and Charlotte were thrilled. Are you Daddy's girlfriend? Emma asked. Maybe. Is that okay? Yes, Miss Diana is nice, and she makes Daddy smile. Real smiles. Charlotte asked her mom the same. Is Mr. Jason your boyfriend? Maybe. How do you feel about that? Happy? He makes you happy. You should be happy. Life, priorities, what matters? 1 year into dating, Jason proposed. Not elaborate, just them and the girls. Diana Chen, a year and a half ago, I failed an interview. Walked away defeated. You ran after me. Not because of my qualifications, but because of Emma's drawing. Because you saw me, really saw me. You've changed my life, given me purpose, shown me what love looks like. Not the desperate kind, but the stable, sure, forever kind. Will you marry me? Diana cried, and yes, absolutely yes. Emma and Charlotte cheered. We're gonna be sisters. We are, Diana agreed. One big family. Their wedding was small, the girls as flower girls, close friends, intimate. In her vows, Diana said, I ran after you because of a drawing, a child's love for her father. I hired you to keep me human. You did that. But you also loved me, saw me, challenged me, made me better. Thank you for being brave enough to take a chance, for loving me, for building this life with me. Jason's vows. I failed an interview, thought my life was over. You ran after me, gave me a job, then friendship, then love. You showed me that failure is just a moment, not a life sentence, that hope exists, that love is possible. Thank you for seeing me, for Emma, for us, for everything. Emma insisted on vows too. Thank you, Miss Diana, for making my daddy happy, for seeing his drawing I made, for being our family. That's unlike you. The Diana I know doesn't think. She acts. Charlotte added, thank you, Mr. Jason, for helping my mommy, for making her come home, for being here. I love you. Everyone sobbed. Beautiful, perfect, real. After marriage, they blended families. Jason and Emma moved into Diana's house. It's so big, Emma marveled. It was empty. Now it's full. With family, with love, with life. Jason excelled as COO, transformed operations, proved Diana right about his capabilities. He's incredible, the board admitted. Best COO we've had. Told you, Diana said smugly. Qualifications aren't everything. Character is. 2 years into marriage, they discussed more kids. I'm 40, Diana said. Is that too old? Maybe I'm different now. Women have kids in their 40s. If you want one, let's try. They did. Diana got pregnant at 41, carried to term, healthy pregnancy. Their son was born perfect, named Michael, after Jason's father. Emma and Charlotte, now 9 and 8, adored him. Our baby brother! We're a real family now, Emma declared. We've always been real, Diana corrected, but yes, complete. 5 years into marriage, Diana stepped back from CEO, promoted someone else, focused on board duties and family. You're working less, Jason observed. I'm living more. You taught me that. Work isn't everything. Family is. Are you happy? You are, better different. What changed? Deliriously, I have you, the kids, balance, purpose, everything I didn't know I wanted. And the company? Thriving. Turns out I didn't need to work 16-hour days. I just needed to work smart. Delegate, trust. Who taught you that? A single dad who failed an interview, then taught me everything. Jason, my assistant, he changed me. 10 years after Jason's failed interview, they returned to Chen Enterprises. That's cool, I should draw more. Maybe it'll change lives. Everyone laughed. The drawing hung in Diana's office, a reminder of what mattered, of where they came from. Do you regret it? Jason asked one evening. Running after me, changing your life? Never. Best decision I ever made. You? I regret failing the interview, but I don't regret what came after. Everything. 15 years after the interview, Emma graduated high school. Top of her class. Full scholarship to MIT. I want to be an engineer. Design spaceships. Like I always dreamed. Your mom and I are so proud, Jason said. Both moms, Emma corrected. Birth mom gave me life. Diana gave me everything else. Two moms. I'm lucky. This is where we met, Diana told Michael, now 8. Diana cried, thank you for letting me be your mom, for accepting me, for loving me. You made that easy. You chose us when you didn't have to. That's real love. Charlotte graduated a year later. Pre-med. I want to help people, like my family helps each other. Michael wanted to be a teacher. Help kids who struggle, like Dad struggled. Give them hope. Our kids are better than us, Jason said. They learn from the best, us, together. 20 years after the failed interview, Diana wrote a book. The drawing that changed everything, How a Child's Love Taught Me What Matters. It became a bestseller, inspired millions. You rejected a candidate, then ran after him. Why? At the company? Because I saw his daughter's drawing. Her love, her belief. It reminded me that success isn't everything. Connection is. I was chasing the wrong things. Emma's drawing showed me that. What's your message? That qualifications aren't everything. That heart matters. That sometimes the best decisions are impulsive. Follow your instincts. Run after what matters. The book's dedication to Emma, whose drawing changed my life. To Jason, who taught me what love looks like. To Charlotte and Michael, who make every day worth it. And to every parent struggling to balance work and life. You can do both, I promise. At the interview, Daddy came for a job. I rejected him. He left. I chased him. Why? Emma pulled out a yellowed piece of paper, her original drawing. Preserved, framed. This. I drew this for Daddy. It fell out of his resume. Mom saw it. Decided Daddy mattered. Michael studied it. That's it? A drawing changed everything? That's it, Diana confirmed. A child's love for her father. Reminded me what mattered. Made me run after him. 25 years after the failed interview, Diana was 63. Jason was 61. This is where it happened, Diana told the grandchildren. Grandpa walked away. Grandma ran after him. Why? Emma pulled out the original drawing, carefully preserved, still colorful, still perfect. I drew this when I was 5. It fell out of Grandpa's resume. Grandma saw it, decided we mattered. A drawing did all that? A drawing showed love, and love changes everything. They placed a plaque on the building, private, just for them. On this spot, Jason Miller walked away from a failed interview. Diana Chen ran after him. Love found a way. 25 years of gratitude. 30 years after the interview, Diana and Jason renewed their vows. Massive celebration, family, friends, colleagues, everyone who'd witnessed their journey. Both semi-retired, living quietly, enjoying grandchildren. Diana's vows. 30 years ago, you failed an interview. I rejected you. You walked away. I chased you. Best chase of my life. You taught me that success isn't everything, that family matters, that love is worth running for. Thank you for being worth the chase. Jason's vows. 30 years ago, I failed. Thought my life was over. You saw Emma's drawing, saw me, gave me a chance. Then love. Then everything. You didn't just save my career. You saved my life. Thank you for running, for choosing us, for never letting go. Emma spoke. 30 years ago, I drew a picture for my dad. It fell out of his resume. Diana saw it, decided my dad mattered. She gave him a job, then friendship, then love, then family. All because I drew my feelings. That's the power of expressing love, of being honest, of showing people they matter. The grandchildren performed. A play about the drawing, how it changed lives, how love won. Everyone cried, laughed, celebrated. 35 years after the interview, Jason passed away. Heart failure, quick, peaceful. The funeral was massive. Thousands attended. Lives he'd touched. People he'd helped. Family he'd built. Diana spoke. 35 years ago, Jason failed an interview. I hired him anyway. Because of Emma's drawing. Because I saw love. That decision gave me everything. A partner. A family. A life. Thank you, Jason, for failing that interview. For letting me chase you. For loving me back. I'll see you soon. Emma added, my dad was my hero. That's what I drew 35 years ago. He's still my hero. Always will be. Thank you, Dad, for everything, for being worth that drawing. 2 years later, Diana joined him, peacefully, surrounded by family. Emma had 3 kids, Charlotte had 2, Michael had 1. Her last words, tell Jason I'm coming. Tell him the chase is finally over. We can rest now. Their joint headstone, Diana Chen and Jason Miller. She chased him. He loved her back. Built a family, changed the world, all because of a drawing. 1985, 2027, and 1987, 2029. Together forever. Emma created a foundation, teaching kids to express love, draw, write, show feelings. My drawing changed my family. Your drawing can change yours. Express love. Show people they matter. The foundation helped millions. Kids learning to communicate. Parents learning to listen. Families connecting. All because one 5-year-old drew her feelings. And one CEO saw what mattered. Emma visited her parents' grave often. Brought the original drawing. Still here. Still perfect. Still changing lives. The drawing was displayed at the foundation. Behind glass, preserved. To Daddy, you're my hero, even when you're sad. Love, Emma, age 5. Their home was chaos, noise, love, life. Thousands visited, saw the drawing, felt its power. This changed everything. This showed love, and love changes everything. 40 years after the failed interview, Emma was 45, grandmother herself, teaching her grandchildren to draw, to express feelings, to show love. Draw how you feel, show people they matter. You never know who needs to see it. Her grandchildren drew, colorful, honest, real. And somewhere Emma believed her parents were watching, proud of the drawing that started everything. Grateful for the love that changed lives. Remember when this place was empty? Jason asked. Forever together in the legacy they built. One crayon stroke at a time. One expression of love at a time. One life changed at a time. Forever. Echunan. If this story touched you, subscribe to VML Stories for more tales of unexpected chances, love expressed honestly, and lives changed by small gestures. Hit that like button, drop a comment sharing your thoughts, and share this with someone who needs to remember that sometimes the smallest things, like a child's drawing, create the biggest impact. Because sometimes failing leads to exactly where you're meant to be. See you in the next story. I hated that emptiness. Didn't realize it until you and Emma filled it. One drawing changed everything. Best drawing ever. They returned to the spot where Jason had walked away, where Diana had chased him,